The invisible thread, the untold stories of internet pioneers. The digital world as we know it today was not built in a day, nor was it the brainchild of a single visionary. Behind the seamless connectivity and endless streams of information lies a complex web of innovations, each thread spun by individuals whose stories seldom make the headlines. The invisible thread seeks to uncover the layers of history and pay homage to the unsung heroes who paved the way for the internet age. This documentary delves into the early days of the internet, focusing on the lesser-known inventors and innovators whose contributions have shaped our digital reality. Prelude to a digital revolution. Before the world was interconnected through the simple click of a button, it was a vast expanse of isolated networks and incompatible systems. The journey from that fragmented beginning to the unified digital landscape of today was fraught with challenges, both technical and conceptual. The pioneers of the internet had to not only envision a world vastly different from their present, but also create the tools to bring that vision to life. The journey toward the digital revolution began in a world that was vastly different from the one we know today. In the late 20th century, the concept of a globally interconnected network was little more than science fiction to the average person. Computers, where they existed, were massive, expensive machines reserved for governments, universities, and large corporations. The idea that individuals could communicate instantly across the globe, access vast amounts of information from a device in their pocket, or even shop and work entirely online was unimaginable to most. The prelude to the digital revolution was not marked by a single invention or discovery, but rather by a series of innovations and ideas that gradually merged to form the internet. This period was characterized by a spirit of collaboration and openness among researchers and developers, many of whom were driven by the idealistic belief in the power of technology to connect people and improve lives. In the 1960s and 1970s, foundational work on packet switching and the development of protocols for data transmission laid the technical groundwork for the internet. Projects like ARPANET, funded by the U.S. Department of Defense, demonstrated the feasibility of large-scale, decentralized networks. Meanwhile, researchers and hobbyists around the world were experimenting with ways to use these networks for more than just military or academic purposes. The creation of the TCP/IP protocol in the 1980s was a pivotal moment in the digital revolution. It provided a universal set of rules for data transmission that allowed disparate networks to communicate, essentially forming the backbone of the modern internet. This period also saw the development of the first email systems and newsgroups, introducing the concept of digital communication to a broader audience. Yet the true potential of the internet remained locked behind technical complexity and the high cost of access. It wasn't until the invention of the World Wide Web by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989 that the internet became accessible and practical for everyday use. The web provided a user-friendly interface for navigating the internet, transforming it from an academic and military tool into a global phenomenon. The digital revolution was also driven by significant advances in hardware. The development of personal computers in the late 20th century, followed by the advent of mobile technology and smartphones in the early 21st century, ensured that the power of the internet was not confined to research labs and libraries, but was available to anyone, anywhere. As we reflect on the prelude to the digital revolution, it's clear that the internet was born from a confluence of visionary ideas, technological innovation, and a desire to create a more connected world. The pioneers of this revolution did not just build a network. They laid the foundation for the most transformative period in human communication and society since the invention of the printing press. Their legacy is a world where information is free-flowing and accessible, where global communities form in virtual spaces, and where the boundaries of what is possible are continually expanding. Visionaries before their time. Among the pantheon of internet pioneers, names like Tim Berners-Lee and Vint Cerf are well known. However, countless others played critical roles in the early development of the internet. This section profiles innovators such as Radia Perlman, whose spanning tree protocol was crucial for the development of the modern internet, and Paul Baran, whose work on packet switching laid the foundation for data transmission as we know it. The narrative of the internet's inception and evolution is often dominated by a handful of luminaries, yet the foundational work of many visionaries remains largely uncelebrated. These individuals, working often in the shadows of the burgeoning digital landscape, were instrumental in crafting the foundational pillars upon which the modern internet stands. Their contributions, marked by innovation and foresight, paved the way for a future they believed in, one of interconnectedness, information sharing, and digital community building. Radia Perlman, dubbed the mother of the internet, Perlman's invention of the Spanning Tree Protocol, STP, was crucial in the development of today's internet infrastructure. STP allowed for the creation of large networks of Ethernet switches without the risk of bridge loops, essentially enabling the robust and scalable networks we rely on today. Her work underscored the importance of designing networks that could grow and self-heal, a principle that remains fundamental in the digital era. Paul Baran. As one of the early pioneers in computer networking, Baran developed the concept of packet switching, a method for efficiently transmitting electronic data that would become one of the major building blocks of the internet. His visionary work in the 1960s, initially intended to create a communications network that could survive nuclear attacks, laid the groundwork for the decentralized, resilient internet we know today. J.C.R. Licklider, often referred to as the Johnny Appleseed of computing, Licklider's early vision of a galactic network of interconnected computers where everyone could access data and programs from any site, significantly influenced the development of the ARPANET, the precursor to the Internet. His ideas about man-computer symbiosis foresaw the interactive, collaborative nature of today's digital world. Robert E. Kahn and Vint Cerf. While Cerf is more widely recognized, both he and Kahn were instrumental in the development of the TCP/IP protocols, which established the rules for data exchange over the Internet. Their collaboration in the 1970s on packet network intercommunication defined the architecture of the Internet, demonstrating how diverse networks could be interconnected through a common language. Elizabeth Jake Feinler. Feinler led the team that developed the first Internet domain naming and addressing system. Before the introduction of the Domain Name System, DNS, her group maintained the ARPANET's directory, essentially laying the groundwork for the modern Internet's address book. Her contributions were critical in organizing the web, making it navigable and accessible. Donald Davies, a contemporary of Paul Baran. Davies independently conceived of and developed packet switching in the UK. His work on the National Physical Laboratory, NPL network, a precursor to the Internet, further demonstrated the viability and efficiency of packet switching for computer communications. These visionaries, among others, shared a common trait: a profound ability to look beyond the technological limitations and societal norms of their time. They were not merely solving the problems in front of them. They were imagining a future where information could be freely shared and accessed across the globe. Their work laid the intellectual and technical groundwork for the digital age, proving that visionary ideas, when pursued with conviction and collaboration, can transform the world. In recognizing these pioneers, we not only pay homage to their ingenuity and perseverance, but also remind ourselves of the potential for individual contributions to affect global change. The infrastructure builders. Behind the scenes, a dedicated group of engineers and programmers worked tirelessly to construct the physical and digital infrastructure that would support the burgeoning Internet. This segment explores the challenges they faced, from laying undersea cables to developing the first data centers that would store the world's information. The narrative of the Internet's evolution is as much about the physical and technical infrastructure as it is about the revolutionary ideas that fueled its growth. Behind the seamless connectivity and instant communication we often take for granted today lies the monumental effort of the infrastructure builders. These are the engineers, technicians, and visionaries who tackled the colossal task of creating the hardware and software foundations necessary for the Internet to function on a global scale. The physical network. At the heart of the Internet's infrastructure is an extensive network of cables, including vast stretches of undersea cables that span the globe. The installation of these cables required not just technological innovation, but also extraordinary feats of engineering. Teams had to navigate treacherous terrains, from the deepest ocean floors to remote and inaccessible areas, to lay down the physical backbone of the Internet. Pioneers like Danny Cohen and John Postel played critical roles in the development of protocols that allowed data to be efficiently routed across this sprawling network. Their work on the early Internet's architecture ensured that information could be sent from one point to another, reliably and swiftly, across the patchwork of networks that constituted the early Internet. The rise of data centers. As the Internet grew, so did the need for centralized locations to house the servers and hardware that powered it. The infrastructure builders were instrumental in the development of data centers, facilities equipped to store vast amounts of data and manage significant Internet traffic. These data centers are the unsung heroes of the Internet age, ensuring the smooth operation of everything from basic web hosting services to cloud computing platforms that serve millions of users simultaneously. Innovators like Robert Metcalfe, who co-invented Ethernet, a fundamental technology for local area networks, LANs, also contributed to the scalability of the Internet by allowing multiple computers within a localized setting to connect and communicate. Ethernet technology laid the groundwork for the interconnectedness of data centers and the efficiency of data exchange. Software infrastructure. Beyond the physical network and data centers, the infrastructure builders also developed the critical software systems that manage the Internet's operations. The creation of operating systems, database management systems, and networking software required a deep understanding of both the potential and the limitations of early computing resources. Individuals like Linus Torvalds, who initiated the development of the Linux operating system, contributed significantly to the Internet's infrastructure by providing a robust, open-source platform upon which countless servers and systems operate. Similarly, the development of Apache HTTP server software by Robert McCool and others provided a reliable, open-source web server platform that facilitated the explosive growth of the web. The unsung heroes. Many of the infrastructure builders are not household names, but their contributions form the bedrock of today's digital world. They worked behind the scenes, solving complex problems, from developing the protocols that ensure data integrity during transmission to creating the encryption standards that secure online transactions. These pioneers possessed a unique blend of vision, technical acumen, and perseverance. They foresaw the potential of a connected world and laid the physical and digital foundations to realize that vision. As we navigate the ever-evolving landscape of the Internet, it's crucial to remember and honor the infrastructure builders. Their ingenuity and hard work have made possible the digital conveniences and opportunities that we enjoy today, highlighting the importance of continued innovation and investment in the infrastructure that keeps the world connected. Unsung heroes of the dot-com boom. The rapid expansion of the Internet in the late 1990s, known as the dot-com boom, was a period of intense innovation and speculation. While some names rose to prominence, many contributors remained in the background, their work overshadowed by the era's high-profile entrepreneurs. The dot-com boom of the late 1990s and early 2000s was a period of unprecedented growth and optimism in the Internet sector. It was a time when startups with a .com in their name saw their valuations skyrocket, often without a clear path to profitability. This era brought forth a new generation of entrepreneurs and visionaries whose contributions would shape the Internet for years to come. However, amidst the tales of overnight millionaires and high-profile companies, there are many unsung heroes whose work was critical to the development and expansion of the Internet during this pivotal time. The web developers and designers. At the forefront of the dot-com boom were the web developers and designers who literally built the Internet, one website at a time. These individuals mastered the art of coding in HTML, CSS, and early JavaScript, often working long hours to create the user interfaces and experiences that would draw millions of people online. They were the architects of the first digital storefronts, the creators of online communities, and the innovators who pushed the boundaries of what could be done on the web. Despite their pivotal role, many of these pioneers remain anonymous, their contributions known only through the lasting impact of their work. The open-source contributors. The dot-com era also saw the rise of open-source software, a movement that would dramatically change the landscape of the Internet. Behind this shift were countless contributors who, often without compensation or recognition, wrote the code that would power servers, databases, and applications across the globe. Projects like the Apache web server, the Linux operating system, and the MySQL database benefited from the contributions of a global community of developers committed to the idea that software should be free and open for anyone to use and improve. These contributors laid the foundation for much of the Internet's infrastructure, enabling startups and tech giants alike to build upon their work. The early content creators. Before social media and blogging platforms became ubiquitous, early content creators were building the first weblogs, blogs, forums, and online magazines. These pioneers of digital content explored new forms of journalism, personal expression, and community building, often navigating the challenges of a medium that was still in its infancy. They set the stage for the user-generated content explosion that would come in the following years, demonstrating the Internet's potential as a platform for sharing knowledge, creativity, and diverse perspectives. Despite their influence on digital culture, many of these early content creators remain largely unrecognized. The network engineers. The rapid expansion of the Internet during the dot-com boom required significant advancements in network infrastructure. Network engineers and technicians worked tirelessly to install, upgrade, and maintain the hardware and software that kept data flowing smoothly across the globe. They tackled the challenges of scaling up Internet services to meet exploding demand, ensuring that the backbone of the Internet could support the surge in online activity. Their expertise and dedication were critical in preventing the fledgling Internet from becoming a victim of its own success. The e-commerce innovators. In the early days of the internet, the concept of online shopping was met with skepticism. However, a group of visionary entrepreneurs and developers saw the potential for e-commerce to revolutionize the way people buy and sell goods. These unsung heroes worked to build trust in online transactions, developing secure payment gateways, user-friendly shopping carts, and robust customer service platforms. They navigated the logistical challenges of shipping, returns, and online security, laying the groundwork for the e-commerce giants of today. As we reflect on the transformative period of the dot-com boom, it's important to acknowledge the contributions of these unsung heroes. Their innovation, creativity, and hard work helped shape the internet into the indispensable tool it has become, demonstrating the power of collective effort and vision in driving technological progress. The seeds of modern connectivity. The internet as we know it today is built on the innovations of the early pioneers. This section examines how the development of foundational protocols and software, such as TCP/IP and the first web browsers, laid the groundwork for modern connectivity. The internet as we know it today, a vast network of networks connecting billions of devices and users across the globe, is the culmination of decades of innovation and collaboration. The seeds of modern connectivity were sown by pioneers who envisioned a world where information could be freely accessed and shared, transcending physical and geographical barriers. This vision required not just groundbreaking technological advancements, but also a fundamental shift in how we think about communication and community. The development of protocols. The bedrock of modern connectivity is the suite of protocols that govern data transmission across the internet. The most pivotal of these, the Transmission Control Protocol Internet Protocol, TCP/IP, was developed by Vint Cerf and Robert Kahn in the 1970s. TCP/IP enabled disparate networks to communicate with each other, creating a network of networks that could scale indefinitely. This protocol suite facilitated the end-to-end data communication that is the hallmark of the internet, ensuring that messages could be reliably transmitted between any 2 points in the network, regardless of the underlying infrastructure. The World Wide Web. While TCP/IP provided the foundation for the internet, it was the invention of the World Wide Web by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989 that made it accessible and usable for the general public. The web introduced a hypertext system that allowed users to navigate from one document to another, using links, making the vast stores of information on the internet easily explorable. Berners-Lee's vision of a universal, connected information space not only democratized access to information, but also laid the groundwork for the development of web-based applications and services that define our digital lives today. The browser wars. The popularization of the web was significantly accelerated by the development of web browsers, software applications that enabled users to view and interact with web content. The early 1990s saw the emergence of the first web browsers, including Mosaic, which played a crucial role in bringing the web to a wider audience. The subsequent browser wars of the late 1990s, primarily between Netscape Navigator and Microsoft's Internet Explorer, drove rapid improvements in web technologies and standards, making the web more dynamic, interactive, and user-friendly. This competition was instrumental in establishing the web as the dominant means of accessing information on the internet. The expansion of broadband. The transition from dial-up internet access to broadband was another key milestone in the evolution of modern connectivity. Broadband, with its significantly higher data transmission speeds, transformed the internet experience, enabling the streaming of audio and video, the development of online gaming, and the growth of e-commerce. This shift to faster, always-on connections opened up new possibilities for communication, entertainment, and business, paving the way for the rich multimedia web we enjoy today. The rise of mobile internet. The final leap towards ubiquitous connectivity was made with the rise of mobile internet. The development of smartphones and mobile broadband technologies such as 3G and 4G LTE has made the internet accessible anytime, anywhere. This mobility has fundamentally changed how we interact with the internet, shifting the focus from desktop computing to mobile computing and spawning a new era of apps and services designed for on-the-go access. The seeds of modern connectivity, planted by visionary technologists and innovators, have grown into the integral part of everyday life that the internet is today. Each development, from the establishment of universal protocols to the advent of a mobile internet, has built on the last, creating an ever more interconnected world. As we look to the future, with developments such as 5G and the Internet of Things, IoT, on the horizon, the legacy of these foundational innovations continues to guide the evolution of digital connectivity. Challenges and triumphs. The path to a globally connected world was not smooth. Early internet pioneers faced numerous obstacles, From skeptical governments and regulatory hurdles to the technical challenge of connecting disparate networks, their success stories are a testament to human ingenuity and determination. The path to creating the interconnected digital world we inhabit today was fraught with challenges. Each obstacle overcome by the early pioneers of the internet was a triumph that paved the way for the next set of innovations. These challenges were not only technical, but also social, legal, and economic, requiring a multifaceted approach to solve. The triumphs of overcoming these obstacles have left an indelible mark on society, fundamentally altering how we communicate, work, and live. Technical challenges. One of the primary technical challenges was the development of a robust and scalable network infrastructure capable of supporting an increasing volume of data and a growing number of users. The early internet had to contend with limited bandwidth, which restricted data transfer speeds and the size of data packets. Engineers and scientists worked tirelessly to develop compression algorithms and more efficient protocols to maximize the use of available bandwidth. Additionally, the internet's architecture needed to be both resilient and flexible. The solution came through the development of the TCP/IP protocol, which provided a set of rules for data transmission that ensured reliability even in the face of hardware failures or network congestion. The triumph of creating a decentralized network where data could take multiple paths to its destination was a pivotal moment in the history of the internet, embodying the principle of resilience through redundancy. Social and legal challenges. As the internet began to permeate every aspect of society, it encountered various social and legal challenges. Issues such as digital privacy, data protection, and intellectual property rights emerged as significant concerns. Navigating these issues required a delicate balance between fostering innovation and protecting the rights and safety of users. The triumph in this domain has been the development of legal frameworks and technologies that enhance privacy and security. For example, the creation and widespread adoption of encryption protocols for data transmission, such as SSL/TLS, have made online transactions much safer. Moreover, global discussions on internet governance have led to policies that aim to protect users while keeping the internet open and accessible. Economic challenges. The dot-com bubble of the late 1990s and early 2000s highlighted the economic challenges associated with the internet. Many internet startups failed, leading to significant financial losses and raising questions about the viability of the internet as a business platform. However, this period also led to critical evaluations of business models, resulting in more sustainable approaches to building and scaling internet companies. The triumph following the dot-com bust was the emergence of a more mature and robust digital economy. Companies that survived, like Amazon and Google, went on to redefine commerce and information access. The lessons learned from this period have informed new generations of tech entrepreneurs, contributing to the vibrant and diverse internet ecosystem we see today. The triumph of connectivity. Perhaps the greatest triumph of the internet has been its ability to connect people. From the early days of email and bulletin board systems to the current era of social media and video conferencing, the internet has continually broken down barriers to communication. It has enabled global collaborations, fostered friendships and relationships across continents, and given voice to those who were previously unheard. The challenges faced by the pioneers of the internet were significant, but their determination and ingenuity led to triumphs that have shaped the modern world. The internet has become an indispensable part of daily life, driving innovation and fostering global connections. As we look to the future, the lessons learned from the past challenges and triumphs will continue to guide the evolution of this incredible technology. Where are they now? This segment provides updates on the lives of some of the key figures mentioned earlier, offering a glimpse into how their contributions have continued to impact the tech world and beyond. It serves as a reminder that the pioneers of the internet are not relics of the past, but active participants in the ongoing evolution of technology. The journey of the internet, from a nascent network of computers to the indispensable global infrastructure it is today, has been shaped by the contributions of countless innovators and pioneers. As we delve into the stories of some of these key figures, it's fascinating to explore where they are now and how their legacies continue to influence the digital world. Tim Berners-Lee, the inventor of the World Wide Web, remains a pivotal figure in the ongoing development of the internet. He is a professor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, and the University of Oxford. Berners-Lee has also founded several initiatives focused on ensuring the web remains open, accessible, and a force for good. One of his notable ventures is the World Wide Web Consortium, W3C, an international community that develops open standards to ensure the long-term growth of the web. More recently, he launched Enrupt, a startup aiming to decentralize the web and give users more control over their personal data. Vint Cerf, often called one of the fathers of the internet for his role in co-developing TCP/IP protocols, continues to be an influential voice in the tech community. He serves as vice president and chief internet evangelist for Google, where he contributes to global policy development and continued spread of the internet. Cerf is also involved in several organizations focused on internet governance, infrastructure, and accessibility, reflecting his ongoing commitment to the internet as a tool for empowerment. Radia Perlman, known for her invention of the Spanning Tree Protocol, STP, which is crucial for network bridge operation, has continued her work in technology. She has worked for various technology companies, including Intel, and has been involved in further innovations in network design and security. Perlman is also a prolific author and educator, having contributed to numerous textbooks and academic papers on computer networking and security. Robert Kahn, co-inventor of the TCP/IP protocols alongside Vint Cerf, has played a significant role in guiding the evolution of the internet. He is the co-founder and CEO of the Corporation for National Research Initiatives, CNRI, a nonprofit organization dedicated to the strategic development of network-based information technologies. Kahn has been instrumental in developing the concept of the digital object architecture, a framework for managing digital objects on the internet, emphasizing the importance of digital object identifiers, DOI, for resource discovery and management. Elizabeth Jake Feinler, who led the team that developed the first internet domain naming and addressing system, has retired, but her impact on the internet is everlasting. Her work paved the way for the domain name system, DNS, that we use today, a critical component of the internet's functionality. The protocols and systems developed under her leadership remain foundational to how we navigate the web. The internet's impact on society. The advent of the internet has transformed every aspect of modern life, from how we communicate and consume media to how we work and learn. This section reflects on the profound changes brought about by the internet, highlighting both the positive advancements and the challenges it has introduced. It explores the democratization of information, the rise of digital economies, and the privacy and security concerns that have emerged in a hyper-connected world. The internet has undeniably transformed society on a scale perhaps unparalleled since the Industrial Revolution, reshaping every aspect of our daily lives. Its impact is vast and multifaceted, touching upon communication, commerce, education, and access to information, while also introducing new challenges and considerations for privacy, security, and social interaction. Revolutionized communication. One of the most profound impacts of the internet has been on communication. Email, instant messaging, social media, and video conferencing have all but eliminated the constraints of time and distance that once governed our interactions. The ability to share ideas, news, and personal experiences with a global audience has fostered a level of connectivity and understanding among diverse groups that was previously unimaginable. This democratization of communication has given voice to marginalized communities and has played a pivotal role in social movements around the world. Transformed commerce. The internet has also revolutionized commerce, giving rise to the digital economy. Online shopping, digital banking, and electronic payments have become commonplace, enabling consumers to access goods and services from anywhere. This convenience, however, has come at a cost for traditional brick-and-mortar businesses, many of which have struggled to compete with online counterparts. On the flip side, the digital marketplace has lowered barriers to entry for entrepreneurs, fostering innovation and competition. Changed education and access to information. Access to information and education has been dramatically expanded through the internet. Online resources, courses, and digital libraries make learning more accessible than ever before. This has had a democratizing effect, providing individuals around the world with opportunities for self-improvement and professional development that were previously out of reach. However, this has also highlighted the digital divide, the gap between those with access to digital technology and the internet and those without. Privacy, security, and ethical concerns. As much as the internet has enriched our lives, it has also introduced significant challenges. Issues of privacy and data security are at the forefront, with personal information increasingly becoming a commodity in the digital age. The internet's role in the spread of misinformation and cyberbullying has raised concerns about its impact on mental health and democracy. Navigating these challenges requires ongoing dialogue, regulation, and innovation to ensure that the internet remains a force for good. Social and cultural impacts. The internet has also had profound social and cultural impacts, changing the way we perceive identity, community, and even reality. Online communities have formed around every conceivable interest, providing a sense of belonging and support for many. However, the anonymity and detachment provided by digital interactions can also exacerbate issues of social isolation and polarization. Looking ahead, the Internet's journey is far from over. As technology continues to evolve, so too will its societal impacts. Emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, and the Internet of Things promise to further transform how we live, work, and interact. Navigating this future will require careful consideration of the lessons learned from the past 3 decades of the Internet, ensuring that as we move forward, we do so in a way that promotes inclusivity, security, and the betterment of society as a whole. The Internet, in its relatively short existence, has become one of the most powerful tools for societal transformation, embodying both our greatest aspirations and our most pressing challenges. Its continued impact on society will largely depend on our collective ability to harness this tool for positive change, making deliberate choices that steer technology toward enhancing human dignity, equity, and the global good. The good, the bad, and the ugly. While the Internet has undoubtedly been a force for good, enabling unprecedented access to information and opportunities for global connection, it has also had its share of negative consequences. This segment addresses the darker aspects of the Internet, including cyberbullying, misinformation, and the digital divide that leaves some communities behind. The Internet, like any revolutionary technology, has produced a complex legacy characterized by incredible achievements and significant challenges. This duality can be summarized as the good, the bad, and the ugly aspects of its impact on society. The good. The Internet has democratized access to information, breaking down barriers that once made knowledge and educational resources inaccessible to many. Today, anyone with an internet connection can learn almost anything, from coding to cooking, history to physics. It has empowered individuals to create, innovate, and share their creations with a global audience. Moreover, the Internet has facilitated a level of global connectivity that has transformed commerce, communication, and collaboration. It has given rise to new industries and economies, creating jobs and opportunities that didn't exist a few decades ago. Social media platforms, despite their challenges, have enabled people to maintain relationships across great distances, participate in community activism, and raise awareness on critical social issues. The bad. However, this unprecedented access and connectivity come with downsides. The Internet has contributed to the spread of misinformation and fake news, complicating public discourse and challenging the basis of truth in the digital age. The anonymity and scale of the Internet have also made it a breeding ground for cyberbullying and harassment, exposing individuals, particularly vulnerable populations, to new forms of abuse. Privacy concerns represent another significant challenge, as personal data has become a currency in the digital economy. Users often trade their information, sometimes unwittingly, for free services, placing their privacy at risk. This data is used to track, profile, and target individuals in ways that can be intrusive and manipulative, raising ethical concerns about surveillance and autonomy. The ugly. The Internet's ugly side is perhaps most evident in the realm of cybersecurity. Cyber attacks, data breaches, and online fraud have become commonplace, posing threats to individuals, corporations, and governments. The infrastructure of the Internet itself has been weaponized in some instances, with state-sponsored attacks and cyber terrorism raising alarms worldwide. Additionally, the Internet has facilitated the dark web, a hidden part of the Internet that is often associated with illegal activities, including the trade of drugs, weapons, and stolen data. This underbelly of the Internet showcases the potential for digital technologies to be used in harmful and unethical ways. Balancing the scales. Addressing the bad and the ugly aspects of the Internet while preserving its good requires a multifaceted approach. This includes stronger regulations and protections for privacy and data security, better tools and education for users to navigate online spaces safely, and a concerted effort by technology companies to address the ethical implications of their platforms and services. Efforts to combat misinformation, improve digital literacy, and foster online communities that are inclusive and respectful can help mitigate some of the negative impacts of the Internet. Meanwhile, enhancing cybersecurity measures and international cooperation can address the threats posed by cybercrime and state-sponsored cyber activities. The Internet remains a powerful tool for positive change, innovation, and connection. By acknowledging its complexities and addressing its challenges head-on, society can harness the Internet's potential while minimizing its risks, ensuring it remains a force for good in the digital age. Envisioning the future. Building on the foundation laid by the early pioneers, this section speculates on the future direction of the Internet. It considers emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, blockchain, and the Internet of Things, IoT, and how they might shape the next generation of digital connectivity. It invites readers to imagine how the principles and innovations of the past can guide us toward a more inclusive, secure, and interconnected future. Envisioning the future of the internet involves navigating a landscape filled with both promising innovations and significant challenges. As we stand on the brink of new technological revolutions, powered by advancements in artificial intelligence, AI, the Internet of Things, IoT, blockchain, and quantum computing, the potential for transformative change is immense. However, ensuring that this change benefits society as a whole requires careful consideration of the ethical, social, and security implications of these technologies. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. AI and machine learning are set to redefine the capabilities of the internet. From personalized web experiences to smarter search engines and customer service bots, AI has the potential to make the internet more intuitive and responsive to our needs. However, this future also raises concerns about privacy, security, and the ethical use of AI, particularly regarding data bias and decision-making processes that could impact lives and livelihoods. Balancing AI's benefits with its potential risks will be a crucial challenge. The Internet of Things, IoT. The IoT promises a future where everyday objects are connected to the internet, making our homes, cities, and workplaces smarter and more efficient. This connectivity could lead to significant improvements in energy use, transportation, and personal convenience. However, it also presents unprecedented security risks, as each connected device could potentially serve as an entry point for cyber attacks. Moreover, the data collected by these devices raises further privacy concerns. Blockchain technology. Blockchain technology offers a future of more secure and transparent internet transactions. By providing a decentralized and immutable ledger, blockchain could revolutionize everything from financial transactions to supply chain management and voting systems. However, the scalability of blockchain technology and its environmental impact, particularly concerning cryptocurrencies, remain areas of concern. Quantum computing. Quantum computing holds the promise of exponentially faster processing speeds, which could solve complex problems beyond the reach of current computers. This could have wide-ranging implications for cryptography, drug discovery, and AI, among other fields. However, quantum computing also poses a potential threat to the security of current encryption methods, potentially rendering current data protection measures obsolete. Digital equity and accessibility. As we envision the future of the internet, the issue of digital equity and accessibility remains paramount. Ensuring that advancements in technology benefit all segments of society, not just the most privileged, will be essential for fostering a more inclusive and equitable digital world. This includes addressing the digital divide, promoting accessibility for people with disabilities, and ensuring that the benefits of new technologies are distributed fairly. Ethical considerations and human well-being. As technology continues to advance, ethical considerations and the impact on human well-being must be at the forefront of the development of the internet. This involves creating technology that serves humanity's best interests, promoting positive social connections, and ensuring that technological progress does not come at the expense of mental health or societal cohesion. Envisioning the future of the internet is an exercise in balancing optimism about technological possibilities with a critical understanding of the challenges that lie ahead. By actively engaging with these issues, through public discourse, policymaking, and ethical technology development, we can work towards a future where the internet continues to be a force for positive change, innovation, and connection in society. The invisible thread underscores the importance of acknowledging and celebrating the contributions of the internet's lesser-known pioneers. Their vision, ingenuity, and perseverance have given us the digital world we inhabit today, a world that continues to evolve at an unprecedented pace. As we look to the future, let us remember the lessons of the past and the invaluable contributions of those who helped build the infrastructure of our modern lives. As we've journeyed through the intricate web of the internet's past, explored its transformative impact on society, and envisioned the boundless possibilities of its future, it's clear that we stand on the cusp of a new digital era. The internet, with all its complexity, continues to be a powerful tool for innovation, connection, and change. But as we move forward, it's up to us, users, creators, policymakers, and technologists, to shape this tool in a way that benefits all of humanity, ensuring a future where the digital world remains inclusive, secure, and a force for good. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the internet's untold stories, its challenges, triumphs, and the potential that lies ahead. If you found this journey enlightening and want to stay updated on more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button Your support helps us continue to delve into important topics and share insightful discussions with you. Remember, the future of the internet is not just in the hands of those who build it, but also in the hands of those who use it. Let's work together to create a digital world that reflects our highest aspirations. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.